I'm Jimmy Black with Horror on 11. This is the first episode. I want to thank Mr. Sean S Cunningham of Horror Royalty for sitting in here for doing the first interview with me. How are you today?
I'm fine. We're having a great time.
Now, you just you're doing Monster Mania here. You guys did a panel discussion about Friday the 13th a little earlier.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was the whole room was packed, and it was just a wonderful vibe. You know, there are a whole bunch of loyal fans here.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and the movie has spawned so many sequels and a huge legacy that no other horror movie really has matched. And it's great to see how all of that spawned from just that one jump scene at the very end.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea that was going to happen?
No, not when we shot it.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those. The hard part about that scene is you say, yeah, we can make them jump, but what in the world are you going to do after that scene that's going to let the audience leave without feeling that they were just arbitrarily spooked? And the scene that follows it with the girl in the hospital, which seems so simple and so obvious, and when you're watching the movie, you're still laughing from the previous thing and poking each other. You don't pay any attention to that scene, but that allows the movie to end, and you go back with the shot on Crystal Lake, and it worked very well. Then when we started screening it, one of our very first screenings, it was marvelous. I mean, it was just popcorn fly in the air, and people would bring other people to see it because they had seen it, but they wanted to see the big explosion. So yeah, it was very fortunate to have shot it.
That's great. Now, your production company is Crystal Lake Entertainment.
Yes.
And you guys have been producing the last few installments of the Friday the 13th series.
Yes.
And now, of course, there is talk of another one on the horizon. Are there any solid plans for that just yet?
Solid, no, but we're very close to a draft that's about to be approved.
Okay.
The intention is to shoot the feature start shooting by the end of the summer, in anticipation of a release in 2016.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If everything continues down the track as it started out, that's the way we hope it'll work.
Now, I know that there was a lot of talk on different message boards and things like that. Oh no, we don't want found footage, or 3D. Right. I mean, do you guys have any? Do you personally have any idea how the direction you would like to see it going?
No, which is to say, the direction we all want it to go is finding a way to tell a really engaging, dense, scary movie which embraces the core concepts of the Friday the 13th iconography. How you get there, it's hard to figure, but it's one of those things that I think we're going to be able to do well with.
I know I really enjoyed the remake that they did, and I think Derek did an awesome job as Jason Voorhees, as did all of the other men that played him. And you just have to sit back and go, where can you go that you haven't already, and what scares audiences today? Do you take them back and put them in the 70s or 80s where cell phones didn't exist, or do you where can you go with horror? And I think that's an interesting thing that a lot of writers and directors have to look at is, since the very first horror movie, you've been able to build on things. Where do you go from here?
Mostly we're planning to go to upstate New York.
Well, there you have it.
Terrifying. And you heard it here.
Well, at least that's one, solid thing that we can throw out there. Now, the other thing that's happening is we've had, a couple series that have come out. Hannibal has been successful, as well as the Bates Motel series.
Yeah.
And I hear, of course, that there's going to be a Friday the 13th series.
There is.
Is there anything that you can say for a solid fact right now that is going to happen with the series?
No.
Well, there you go.
For a solid fact.
Yeah.
But yes, it's been picked up by the CW.
The CW network.
Yeah.
Okay, because there was talk of TBS a few days ago. CW.
We're going forward with CW, and
okay.
we really like the concept, and I don't want to go into the concept specifically because it seems misleading, but it's a way that you can tell interesting movies, or interesting stories on a weekly basis without stumbling over yourself and having to worry about the backstory of the movies.
So is it going to be something that is a continuing series or an anthology that may just be set at Crystal Lake?
Yeah, you think Glee in the nude. In upstate New York.
Okay.
It'll be terrifying. Just terrifying.
That does sound terrifying.
Yeah. I think it's the new wave. It's the new direction for horror.
We have to see where we can go from here. So, so is there anything else that's that's coming up next for you that you would like to talk about that's coming out there?
Well, we have the series at Paramount, the next in the series of film, which is Friday the 13th, and the series, and the two of those have been percolating and absorbing a bunch of my attention. I'm also working on a ghost story which I really like a lot, which we call Incubus, which. If everything goes right, I'll be shooting that before the end of the year.
Okay.
And I have another film that my son's been working on called Headless, and it's very, very good. And we have some casting problems to work out, but I'm very high on that as well.
Is it hard to find somebody with no head?
Exactly. Exactly.
There you have it. Well, thank you so much for spending time here with me.
All right, my pleasure, and I'm now going to have to go do some casting.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right, take care.
Keep the horror on 11.